The Trump administration just announced a U.S. citizen has been released from Belarus. This comes just one day after Russia freed American teacher Mark Fogel, who spent more than 3 years in prison there. President Trump personally welcomed Fogel at the White House late last night. A U.S. official tells NBC News convicted money launderer Alexander Vinnik will be returned to Russia in exchange for Fogel. NBC News international correspondent Matt Bradley is tracking all of these developments for us. So, Matt, we were talking about this last hour, the potential for more prisoners to be released. What do we know about the 3 detainees who've been released from Belarus?
That's right. Well, Vicky, very little is the short answer to your question. We know that one of them is an American, as you mentioned, but actually Adam Butler, who is the new envoy for hostages from the Trump administration, said that he cannot reveal the name of that American. He gave the first names of the other 2, and it sounds as though those 2 are Belarusian citizens, but we don't know that for sure. One of them is a prominent journalist, according to Butler, but this is information that it sounds like we're going to be hearing more about as the hours and days go on. But there's clearly a lot of curiosity about who this anonymous American is.
Who this American is, how long they were detained there. Matt, I know you'll get to the bottom of that for us. In the meantime, we are also learning that President Trump spoke with Vladimir Putin today after Fogel's release. What did they talk about?
That's right. Well, we heard from President Trump himself describing this conversation. It sounds as though President Trump buoyed by all of these releases of these hostages, not just in the past 2 days, but also in the past couple of weeks. He's taken a harder line now on one of his main campaign pledges, which is to resolve the war in Ukraine. Remember, that all started with Russia's invasion of Ukraine back in early 2022, just nearly 3 years ago. So now it looks as though President Trump has said that they're going to be starting negotiations to end that war. Now, there's a lot of concerns about how Trump sees negotiations over ending the war in Ukraine and whether or not that's going to mean major capitulations for Kyiv and President Volodymyr Zelensky. President Zelensky has said over the past couple of days that he's willing to compromise, he's willing to negotiate, but it's unclear whether or not Donald Trump, who has said publicly for the better part of the past couple of decades that he is a big fan of President Vladimir Putin of Russia, whether or not he will side with Russia in these upcoming negotiations.
Well, we'll see if that brings an end to this war. Matt Bradley with the very latest on this breaking news coming out of that part of the world. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.